Alright guys, today we have a very dumb, very disappointing story to talk about coming out of the esports world. This isn't even necessarily regarding the League of Legends esports world, but it can definitely have, and most likely will have, some very, very big rippling effects that we'll be feeling later on down the road. So, Sheep Esports tweeted out this morning. They said Honda has ended its partnership with Team Liquid following an inappropriate social media post by a TL player. Honda have been Team Liquid's namesake sponsor for several years. Now, obviously, we understand that this is a very, very, very big deal. We'll be diving into this story, but just on the surface level right away, as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh man, that is bad. Now, obviously, a TL player, I didn't necessarily know who that meant. I didn't know if that meant League of Legends or what the heck was going on. But obviously, we are in the midst of a very, very tough economic time around the world for like anyone and everyone, let alone the esports industry, where, you know, a lot of the VC money has come and wins. A lot of the, revenue streams aren't necessarily consistent or all there. And especially in the LCS or in North America or in the LTA North or whatever, where viewership has not been looking that strong. Teams have been struggling, and, salaries have been decreasing, revenues have been decreasing, teams losing money, all this crazy stuff. You have, a big time namesake sponsor. Obviously, I don't know exactly what this deal's worth or how much money they're making or whatever, but at this point, losing any deals, losing any sponsorships, losing any revenue is going to be a very, very big deal. So what we have in this tweet says, Honda by Team Liquid, American Honda Motor, AHM, a Honda Motor U.S. subsidiary, has confirmed that a member of Team Liquid, an esports team that it sponsors, posted an inappropriate social networking message. Honda took this matter extremely seriously and, as a sponsor company, promptly lodged a severe protest with the team and the player in question. In response, the team apologized, removed the offending post, and implemented measures to prevent recurrence. After much consideration, AHM has decided to terminate its sponsorship agreement with the team in question, deeming the conduct to be incompatible with Honda corporate values and unacceptable. We deeply apologize for any offense this incident may have caused, not only for the esports community, but also to many people in Japan and globally. Honda will continue to support activities that provide positive value to society based on our company philosophy. Honda has a number of other partnerships in gaming and we remain committed to supporting the gaming community. So, Team Liquid also did reply to this tweet from Sheep Esports, and they said to read their full statement on their website, so we'll take a look at that as well. Here we have Team Liquid's statement on recent social media post by DS Lucas BR. After a game against the Japanese Rainbow Six team, CAG Osaka, one of our Rainbow Six players, Lucas Diaz, made a social media post that featured offensive and insensitive content. Lucas made a regrettable decision in the heat of the moment after a tough loss. He searched for an explosion gif using generic keyword to express how his team blew up during their loss, and in choosing one that matched the intensity of his emotions, he failed to realize how the imagery connected to a painful moment in Japan's history. So obviously you guys can put two and two together and see what he tweeted out or what the heck is going on there. We believe that there was no malicious intent on a very serious lapse in judgment and awareness. Immediately after the initial post, Lucas proactively apologized to the players from CAG Osaka for any offense he caused. The CAG Osaka players listened and accepted the apology with grace and understanding and expressed that they saw it was a mistake and not a deliberate insult. While it does not undo the harm this post caused, we believe it reflects the sincerity of Lucas's mistakes as well as his remorse and character. If we found that Lucas had malicious, prejudiced intentions, we would remove him from the roster. We hold ourselves and our players to a high professional standard, and Lucas's tweet fell short of that standard. This does not reflect who we are as people and as an organization. It should not define Lucas as an individual in the public perception. We believe that individuals who show a willingness to learn from their mistakes deserve the opportunity to improve themselves, and we are committed to providing Lucas with the training necessary to grow as a person. An honest mistake should not be the end of someone's career. To the players of CAG Osaka, we want to offer our sincerest apologies for any offense you may have felt. We thank you for the cordial dialogue, your understanding, and graceful handling of the situation. To our fans in Japan and the Japanese esports community, we fully understand how this post was disrespectful and hurtful to you. We want to express our sincerest regrets and apology that we made you feel this way. We are aware that this moment has been painful for you and that you have been disappointed with us. We want to reiterate our deep respect for the people of Japan and their vibrant esports community, and we are fully committed to regaining the trust of the community through our actions as much as our words. To our fans around the world, as Team Liquid is engaging with different communities and cultures, we cannot promise that we will never make mistakes. We promise, however, to take full accountability for our actions and rectify the mistakes mistakes that we do make. In that vein, we will be taking the following actions as a result of this event in order to prevent similar incidents in the future. As a part of formal disciplinary measures, Lucas will be fined the equivalent of 4 months' salary for failing to meet the standards of professionalism and care we set as an organization. Lucas will also undergo additional media and sensitivity training. And here's where I have seen definitely people having some questions about the situation, because 4 months' salary is absolutely insane. Obviously, in esports, people don't really make that much money to begin with. Many people are saying at this point, why would you not just fire him or release him or get rid of him or whatever? Because, yeah, having to work 4 months for free is really, really, really insane. I mean, that is a long time. Usually, yeah, when people see these things, you get fined a game check, you get fined, a week salary or something like that, or you get a week unpaid, or week suspension, month suspension, whatever. 4 months salary. Again, in esports where the salaries aren't even that high, that's very, very crazy. That's obviously potentially life changing stuff, and obviously I'm sure his life is going to change after this stuff, because I'm sure it's going to be hard for him to kind of get back on track after something like this, but I don't know. That just seemed a little bit strange. I think most people were surprised that he wasn't removed from the team outright, especially, with a namesake sponsor leaving your organization and brand and everything. But 4 months salary seems a little bit weird, at least at, face value. Charitable contribution. The Rainbow Six players have committed to donating the entirety of their prize winnings from the Reload tournament to a charitable organization. As a gesture of accountability and goodwill, the funds from Lucas's fine will be donated to a charitable organization as well. And over the next 6 months, we will conduct mandatory retraining for all Team Liquid players and coaches across every game title. Lucas's tweet will be added to our onboarding curriculum as a real-world case study to help prevent similar issues in the future. However, due to the controversy generated by this incident, our automotive partner, Honda Motors, has made the decision not to renew our partnership. Although we regret this outcome, we understand and respect the decision and extend our thanks to Honda Motors for having been a good partner for 6 years. 6 years is crazy that this is coming to an end. We remain grateful to our community, to our partners, and those who have engaged with us constructively through this. Thank you for holding us to a high standard. We intend to meet it. So I know there has been some speculation and people saying different things like, oh, Honda was probably just looking for a way out. Like, yes, this is obviously a bad look, especially for a Japanese company. It's a crazy situation. Very, very disappointing. Very, very stupid. Very, very silly. But, I don't want to speculate too much about, the economics and all that sides of it or whatever. But obviously, people are also wondering and thinking about how this is potentially going to affect Team Liquid later on down the road, because, like I said, we are in the middle of a very, very tough economic time globally for everyone, for all companies, for all people. I'm sure you guys are feeling it. But at the same time, it is specifically even more so a hard time for a lot of esports organizations, especially over in North America, where things are not exactly on the up and up. Things are not exactly trending in an amazing direction. And all of a sudden, you start losing sponsors, you start losing money. Things could get worse very, very, very fast. So is this potentially going to affect the Team Liquid League of Legends team? Is this potentially going to affect contracts, players, roster, construction, things like that? I don't know, but obviously that would be very, very disappointing to see another hit to the competitive League of Legends scene, another hit to one of the top organizations in North America. And yeah, lately, League of Legends, NA League of Legends, LTA North, whatever, just can't catch a break. And there's another, really silly, really disappointing story that could have an impact on that as well. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you the next one. Until then, peace. Holy, great tasting energy drinks that are also healthier than the competition. Check out that first link in the description below and use discount code SE10 to get 10% off your entire basket today.